What's interesting about you is like you have a very high profile nationally. I mean, for someone who is quote unquote local, you do have a very high profile nationally. I mean, I don't know if people know that you could be on anything, any day, talking about just about anything on any given day. Yeah. And you've been on some of the top national shows, not Larry King yet, but whatever. You'll be there in a minute. But it's kind of unique and rare, but you're not dribbling a basketball. You're not throwing a football, and you're in Syracuse, New York, a place that you said that is pretty damp economically, socially, and whatever else. Climactically.
I hope that's the word.
The funny thing about it, the day we're sitting here is a damp day.
Oh, what a surprise.
What do you think about? It's very interesting because many of the people who are listening to this have left and gone on to. They probably agree with you or whatever, and then there's black folk who are here in town, and it's very interesting because now I'm one of those people. I never thought I would be one of those people, but I am, and I know what my perception of my position is here. But I also know that if you come from someplace else and you deposit here, and you look at the people here, you're like, what the heck is going on here? This is a place within a time warp and a time. It seems like it's constant. It's just not progressive enough. What was your first perception, and has that perception changed of what you think about the people, the black folk who are in the city of this or in the region?
I don't have anything negative to say about the people here in Syracuse. I will say though that there is something to be said about the fact that this is a place where the young and the talented tend to leave. Let's just be honest. It doesn't mean that there aren't talented people here. I mean, you're one of those people. But, there is a brain drain, out of Syracuse. I've met a lot of people on the road who...
From Syracuse?
Yeah, well, either who are from Syracuse or who went to school here. Or
right.
They'll say, oh, I lived there for 5 years, but they didn't stay.
Right.
Syracuse is a hub for the rest of the world. And most of the people that I interact with are in their early 20s or older than me, and so it was very difficult when I was in my early 30s as a professional man to make friends who are like-minded or to meet a woman, who was similar. It's no diss on the sisters that are here, but, the woman that I'm going to marry, who's an attorney here, she was with the DA's office. I think she was maybe the second or third educated professional black woman in her early 30s that I've met in 6 years of being here.
Well, you're not here that much either.
I'm not here that much, but I've been to church. I've been out a little bit.
Come on now.
I don't really go to clubs and stuff, but I've even gone to a couple clubs.
And also the environmental, the social networking here. When it's happening, you're on CNN.
Yeah, but
you're in New York.
But you've seen me and stuff.
I've
gone to stuff, and it's just not. It's just not quite the same as other cities, But it's not a terrible place.
Where's your dream city? Where do you where do you want to be? Because you've traveled all over the country. And I say want to be. Where is it happening right now? Do you think where a black man could stand tall and be who he is, and get paid at the same time?
Oh, and get paid. Okay.
I have to put that in there because I know it's all about altruism, but a brother wants to get paid. So where's that city? What city is that? And you've traveled everywhere. Where's the city that you think is happening for black folk in the ways that you think it should be happening for other folk in other places?
The city I would say with that is most likely for me in my mind is probably Atlanta or Memphis or someplace like that, because in the South it's just growing, it's very vibrant, it's very alive, and there are a lot of opportunities. But honestly,
Memphis, it's interesting you said Memphis. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have said Memphis.
Memphis is like a baby Atlanta. There are a lot of people of color.
Real baby Atlanta.
Yeah, there are a lot of people of color there though who are doing very progressive things. But to be honest, that's not what will be my primary draw to a city.
Right.
I like Atlanta honestly because my grandmother is gonna move there, and I love my grandma, and it's the simple things like that I try to focus on.
Where your family is.
Sorry?
Where your family is.
Right.
Let's say your brother is a part of your part of the mix. Is he going to move with you?
No, my brother's going to go back to business school. He started his company, Great Black Speakers, which is he's representing over 200 different African American speakers now. and he's gonna basically pass the reins on to one of the people that work with him, and he's gonna go to either Harvard or Berkeley or someplace like that. I'm very proud of him. Yeah.
You should be proud of him, and he hustles, man. He's a hardworking dude.
Yeah,
I asked about that because he's part of the mix. He's here. Is he gonna go? You guys?
Oh, we're both gone.
Yeah.
As of next year, we'll both be out of here.
Yeah. So you don't know where you're gonna end up. Where would you like to end up? Now you said you like Atlanta because Grandma's going there. Memphis. Where would you like to end up?
Somewhere warm.
Warmer.
Yeah, warmer,
sunnier, and more socially.
Yeah, a little more socially alive. Because I really the move. Syracuse was a great place to begin my career,
right?
Because there's nothing to do, so I was able to focus. I like to work. I'm a workaholic. But now that I'm moving to that stage in my life where I don't want to necessarily be a workaholic forever, I just want to have a little more going on around me. So Atlanta's nice just because there are some universities there. There's some culture there. There are a lot of black people there. My grandmother would be there. It would also be a place where I feel like there are enough economic opportunities to give me something to do. I don't obsess over money. I know enough. I'm a financial expert, and I know enough about money to know what it can do, but I know enough to know what it can't do. And so I don't obsess over money.
All right, the real deal, Dr. Boyce Watkins here with me, GK George Kilpatrick, talking about a variety of things. Some things came up, I'm sure that you heard, but basically he says that you don't need to have validation by anybody else to stand strong and be tall and be black at the same time. You can do that.
Yes, you can.
And I think for a lot of people in the companies, in the places that in their lives that they represent, it's always that line that you have to draw. And some folk can do it better than others. You're out there, and some folk are not going to take the steps that you've taken to be out there like that. But we respect the work you're doing, brother. Keep up the good work and tell the truth no matter what.
Thank you.
Because the truth shall what?
Set you free.
GK George Kilpatrick.